Hi, Aries. Welcome to your Richter grind. Right. This pressure is beating the hell out of me. Oops, it's not supposed to. Anyway, let's talk with him. All right. Let's see what's the commitment. See this. I guess it's different. All right. So Aries, the some of you is all within a relationship. Check out the health of your commitment. Uh, some of you could be like losing interest, or some of you are like losing that. Some of you are actually losing that. Your touch in this department. All right, intimacy. So the problem here is, like, just give me a second. Right. Yeah. Some of you are actually having some intimacy problems. Some of you are not really that, probably no longer that enthralled, or probably not that in doubt. Okay, when it comes to your physical connection with your person. So someone might actually be pregnant. If you also have a pet, feel like your pet was pregnant. Some of you could actually be pregnant, okay, if you're still in the birthing stage. Um, uh, this is for couples, all right? Um, you're planning to go on a vacation, probably to renew that bonding. And you feel like if ever that you cannot really rekindle what was once there, then this is your last resort. Okay. Aries, especially if you're in a long distance relationship. Sorry. If you're in a long term relationship, some of you could actually be in a long distance. All right. The problem that I'm seeing here is that you get too used to each other, that you've already lost that touch, or you've already lost that thing, the spice in your relationship. I guess spice it up by some people are so against watching some thing to sizzle. Let's just say, like probably it's so hard to say because we will get censored. Let me try to explain this in a much easier way. You need to be open, all right? It could be it's your person to add up a little bit spice when it comes to your intimacy. Let's say for example, probably visit a like a sex toy shop, all right, or watch something that would actually spice up your intimacy, all right. You feel like your person is too closed off, probably too conservative, and the problem that I'm seeing here is both of you have already stopped being too adventurous. I mean, if you're already in a like long-term relationship, that thing actually fizzles out. Okay, like probably just a little bit of kiss, touch, and stuff like that. I mean, try to maybe change the environment, like probably go to a hotel or, something that would actually bring back that kick in your intimacy. Some of it could be like there are some disturbances in your bedroom, like probably pets, all right? Especially if your pet actually sleep with you. Then every time you want to do it, probably your person um gets so conscious about your pet watching you or something. That happens sometimes. All right, you're planning to go on a vacation, trying to rekindle whatever that was once lost, or sorry, that was once there. And you also need to heal. Oh, okay, receiving like fresh, thriving, healthy choices, karmic relationship. So, see, here's the thing. Probably you know, because Aries, when you're actually mad, you do have some words that can actually cut through. And if ever that you're actually in a in a relationship and your partner is too sensitive, so there are some unhealed wounds. The reason why your person feels a little bit off is because whatever you have said to them, it still linger. Okay, even if you already apologize, you already send them flowers, you already like shop them. I don't know, maybe like buy them whatever they said they want, or probably like probably for you that's done. Like that's already the past. They already apologized. Let's move on from that. And your person feels like, oh no, it's not that easy. Like he said that I'm fat, he said that I'm this, stuff like that. Probably that when there are some things that are words that you're telling your person and they find it a little bit offensive. It kind of, like affects the intimacy and it affects the relationship. All right. And let's say, for example, they're already like growing some love candles. Okay. Some of them could be like they're afraid of getting pregnant. Sorry. Yeah. Some of them are like, oh, they're afraid of being pregnant, especially if you're with a Scorpio or Virgo. They're very sensitive. You got to be careful with your words when it comes to probably like criticizing or saying something to your person. So communication here is the key. You're I feel like some of you, Aries, you're with somebody who doesn't really talk. I'm also picking up somebody who's a Sagittarius, or if you're with a Sagittarius, all right, it kind of affects the drive of your person. It makes them feel so conscious. Okay. So probably some of you, it's like, oh, I was just like kidding. Come on, you're being so sensitive. Or, like that's nothing. That's nothing for me. I still love you the way you are. I still look, I still love you how you carry yourself, like nothing changes. But for your person, it makes them feel inferior or insecure. All right. So that's the reason why that your intimacy could be like a little bit dwindling. So, okay, now let's go to your general. So maybe you're being walled up. Okay, you're waiting for something to come, to happen, to arrive, and it's not really arriving at the right moment or at the right time. You're still waiting and waiting and waiting until you already get tired. Some of you could be like waiting for a promotion, waiting for a raise, or waiting for a confirmation of your new position. And for you, it's like, you know what? I'm done. Like if this company doesn't really appreciate me, I'm done. I'm just like gonna write out my resignation and I'm gonna quit. With a death card here. But things are gonna be changing. If you're just gonna wait for a little while, probably I feel like try to be a little bit more patient because eventually this is going to go into your favor. All right. If you're waiting for the management to probably accept your application or for your promotion, they're having a hard time making a decision because there are also some of the things that they need to consider. All right. Say, for example, that they're going to be promoting you. So who's going to be replacing you? What will be the team that needs to be formed? What about your team? Will they also be transferring with you if you have a team? And if ever that there is something that you feel like I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this, but nothing is happening. Some of you could also be being brainwashed by your coworkers. Wait for a little while. Do not make a decision. Do not make a hasty decision. It's not yet time. Yeah. Some of you could also be receiving a new job offer. This is something that you have applied probably around May, April, and you've already forgotten about this. There is a company that will just suddenly call you and say, "Hey, are you still interested?" But that is something that you're going to be starting around September. You're also going to be traveling within the next 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months. All right. Your finances actually, it's going to be okay. When it comes to your finances, I don't see much problem. Some of you could also be struggling, but some of you could be like, some of you could be like trying to force something that it's not yet time for you to have it. Some of you could also be waiting for a government position. You really, really love this, like you really want this, whatever this position is, or in which company it is. All right. Do not make a hasty decision just because that you're gonna get what you want from now. Sorry, that you want for now. It is gonna be happening. It is gonna come to you. It will come through. You just need to be a little bit more patient. Some of you could be like you really need a vacation because you're already burned out. All right, you're already getting so sick and tired of um having all this waiting game, and for you, it's like, oh my god, like time is being wasted. Like I really want this position. Like when are they going to be calling me? When are they going to be giving me the new contract if it's applicable? And something like that. All right. Nothing happens before time. So you gotta wait. All right. I don't really feel like you're gonna be waiting for a long period of time, probably within the next 6 weeks. All right. Wait for when the retrograde is all the over. Your finances, I don't see any problem. You in fact that you will be stable. Aside from the um, like the monthly paycheck that you're getting from your company, from your job, there is like an unexpected money resource that's going to be coming your way. Some of you, if you also have an investment, let's say for example, you're into trading or um, binary options, all right, like the stock trading. If you have more than one or more than two, there is um, one there's one uh in in can't really get the word out. There's one, all right, out of those indices that you have put your money in, it will suddenly go up within the next 3 days, starting from this week. I'm also picking up number 19 or 29. So it could be it's August 19th and 29th. Right after that, do not be so greedy. All right. For you, it's like, oh my God, like the stock is going up and I'm gonna be adding up more money. I'm gonna be withdrawing the others that are like really dormant and losing, and then I'm gonna be transferring it. No, don't. But if there is something more that there's like an investment that is kind of losing, probably close it down and set your money aside. All right. This surge will only be happening within the next 3 days. Right after that, do not put any more money. All right. Because it's suddenly gonna plummet around 27th, 25th, and then 29th is gonna go up again. And it's not gonna repeat again. All right. So I'm thinking of like starting with letter N or M. All right, like Nasdaq or I don't know, like letter M. Okay, it's in the IT industry and car, except for Tesla. All right. And you're also gonna be, and please avoid gambling for the next 90 days. It's not advisable. You will be getting extra money resource, but do not be so greedy. All right. It will slowly go up and you're gonna be like waking up one morning when you check up your account. It's like, oh my God, like this is really like generating money. And then you feel like, oh, I'm gonna put more money in. No, just watch for it to generate money, for it to rise up and stuff like that. All right. So be very careful of somebody that will become your way. This is somebody from the past. All right. That is a fire sign. This person doesn't have any good intention. If this person is going to be asking you, like, oh, can you loan me some money? Or can you loan me this? Can you loan me that? They don't have any plans of paying you back. Not unless that it's actually like a matter of life and death. Then that's the only time that probably give them the 70% of whatever it is that they're asking you. If not, then maybe just 50%. All right. Because I don't really feel like this person really needs the money right away. They just want to have money for whatever reason it is. All right. Some of you are also looking into a brand new car. You're going to be getting approved, but try to be a little bit more practical if this is something that you can afford every month. Otherwise, you might just be practical. All right. There's also somebody that lives far from you. This is an air sign and somebody that you're no longer talking to. Probably that this person actually either ghosted you or cut you off or no longer talking to you, or this person's kind of upset with you. I'm seeing like either you're gonna be patching things up, reconciliation, if this is a relationship or if this is an ex, if you're single. And I feel like you're gonna be very happy. You're so afraid of it's like you really want to talk to this person and you really want to reach out to them, but you're so afraid that they might just either block you or reject you. But this person is also waiting for for like the right time to talk to you. I'm seeing that there will also be at the end of the month, all right, like um what do you call this? Like there will be a like a sudden unexpected money, rise of money. All right, it's gonna be coming your way. If some of you have like a real estate investment, probably you're like renting out your place and you're very picky. I feel like there is one single guy and a family would want to rent your place, but try to hold it off for a little while. All right. You also need to do some fixing, plumbing, something about the something about the what do you call this? The bathroom. All right, the bathroom piping, or there's some sort of plumbing, that you really need to fix it before the problem could actually get bigger later on. Because you feel like, oh, like I'm just gonna put some, like something like this. I'm gonna buy this. It's like you want to DIY. It's fine, but it's only temporary patch. Later on, I feel like around November, you might actually, the repair might actually cost you $900, whatever this is. All right. Um, some of you, there's also like an earth sign that will be getting in touch with you, and you're gonna start feeling like I really don't want to hear from this person. Either it's an earth sign or a water sign, and you're gonna be avoiding like this person. Any loose ends, probably some unfinished businesses, or probably, something that you left open. It's time for you to close down that unfinished business so that you can fully move on. If some of you are still holding grudges against your ex, it's time for you to close it down and learn how to forgive. Because the forgiveness is actually not for them, it is actually for you. All right. Just be careful with somebody from the past that is a fire sign younger than you. This person doesn't have any good intention. Whether they're going to be asking you for a loan or they're just going to be like all of a sudden being so nice and sweet and they're going to be very helpful. Consider that as a red flag. Okay. Especially if you don't really get it, especially if you don't really get along with this person well. All right. So I'm going to take this to the extended. All right. Because it did not really show much about your love life here. And some of you are going through a very rocky, up and down situation with your person. All right. And also try to control your tongue whenever that there is something that you would want to criticize or that you want to say. Like try to sit down and talk to your person in a nice way. Try to make them understand that okay, this is my point. Because the only problem that I can see here between the two of you is your communication. That if you're going to be filing for a divorce just because of a little thing, then I don't know. Because this is, whatever karma that you did not finish from this relationship, it will be passed on to the next relationship. All right. Anyway, that's it for you for your for your weekly grind. All right, and hope to see you at the extended. If not, have a great week. And if you want to talk to me live on the phone, live on the call, visit me at my website at sophiaclairvoyant.com. Blessings to you.